So, welcome to Silver Shares here again today. I hope you're all doing well and that you have been having a wonderful week. So, I have been sharing secrets on how to keep our love life passionate so that we can all be able to have a long lasting and happy relationship. And I have shared so far 9 secrets in the past of 9 weeks, basically. So every Friday, I have been sharing secrets that have worked for me so far for the past 11, almost 12 years, actually. And so I thought that if I could be able to just share this, we could give all hope to young couples, who are courting, or those that have lost hope in love and are not believing that marriage is capable of succeeding or being long lasting or being interesting or being fun. So these secrets have come literally from my heart to make everybody understand and know that it is possible, that we can make it work and that we can make it fun. We can make it passionate. We can make it long lasting so that it is interesting, basically. So make sure if you haven't watched on the 9 secrets that I have been sharing in the past, that you do check them out so that you don't miss any of the secrets. And they are on my channel, Sylvia Shares, as you're here. So don't forget to just like and subscribe so that you can keep hearing some more ideas that I may have to share so that you can all get to celebrate, just the courtship, the relationship side, and the marriage all together. So, today, since we have gone through the processes of preparing ourselves and making sure that we are ready for the bedside to make everything interesting, I honestly believe that if, for example, we are capable of just talking about the different positions, for example, that we can have in bed, or let's say you have already had the first act and it things did not go well. Things did not go as you expected, probably, or maybe you didn't get an orgasm, or maybe your partner, like came faster than it should be, or something of a sort, rather ejaculation, quick, fast ejaculation, and maybe the lady did not experience the orgasm, or even himself did not experience the orgasm, and it is just more comfortable if you can try and talk things out, because most of the time we prefer to keep quiet, and it's either the girlfriends that are going to hear about the entire episode. It is the closest friends who are going to hear about the experience. Yet, the person concerned who is next to you, you're not talking to the person. You are not telling them what wasn't comfortable, what did not work, why maybe you didn't feel like everything was as you would have loved it to be. And yet, if you would be capable of talking about everything, if you would lay out like maybe your desires, and this comes through talking and being able to just tell each other, like, even what you expected and probably did not get. So, if you can talk about such things, I believe that it would really make things more comfortable. It would make the other person at least know how to go about it. Probably they're not even aware. And so that's the reason why I am going to share the secret of how you should try to apply things that are going to help you, like, if as much as you may know maybe a lot or not at all, probably you're new to everything and you are telling yourself like, I have no clue or idea on how to go about all this, and I don't know how the bedroom talk should be done or something of a sort, and you're feeling kind of new to the whole process and everything. Well, the secret is trying to get books, trying to get things that will teach you different positions that you can try out every now and then. Because if you are capable of trying different things, this is what is going to spice up the whole process. Like, you can imagine, okay, this is a book that is in French, so probably you may find it in English. I'm not sure. I haven't checked. I should have done the checking. But it is 669 um, like dares or gauge that you erotic ones that you are supposed to try, which will just spice up the whole sexual game and make everything fun. And if you tell yourself like 669 is a whole lot, it's more than 2 years of trying. If at all you're a daily couple that has to be sexually active every day or something of the sort. But 669 is something that you can tell yourself like every week you are going to work on every secret, because what we want is to make the marriage last the longest possible, right? And so, if you are capable of just getting this book to try out all the different positions and try it out maybe every single week, try it out by practicing it and getting to see how the other person takes it, or how they appreciate it or not. This way, you can make just the bedroom game passionate, or even try it out in other places in the house and everything. And this is how you're going to just add the passion to the marriage and make it more interesting. And more so, for example, you can also try and use like you have different accessories that are made intentionally to just arouse every single time, to just make also things a little bit easier. And you will find that if there are complications with the dryness, you still have creams that you can use and all that. So don't be shy and refuse to try out the new things, to try out, to talking about it, and then going to get it. If your partner is feeling shy or that you are not able to talk to him or her, and then I'd rather you take the book yourself, try and look for it, and then you can practice this by trying eventually to suggest different things every now and then. But it'll be more fun if you did the book together and just try to make it like interesting in a way. And then you have simple books, because this being the last secret, I thought that if I shared simple bits of the different variation of secrets that will make things even much better, it would be nice to end this session of secrets so that you can be able to try and make it passionate and worthwhile, and that you can all have a long lasting married life, right? And so this is also another book. It's still in French, but it shows the ideal husband. And what's funny about it, it shows the funny little bits of things that people fight about. Basically, things that be it even just the toilet seat, or be it how to get along with the in-laws or something of a sort. And by connecting and just trying to understand the ideal husband, how he can behave or how she can behave, it just helps to make things more easy as a couple, so that you can be able to just keep the marriage life sane and serene and interesting and passionate. Because if everything else with the 9 secrets that I have been sharing is making the whole environment peaceful, the whole conversation much more easy, if you're able to talk to each other with a lot of love, a lot of compassion, then on the bedroom side, things just get much more interesting and more passionate. Because if you are capable of handling all other things well, thank you so much for the love. So if you're capable of handling all the other things more easily, more fun and understanding one another. When you come to the bedroom, if something is not working, if you did not like get to the ultimate, get the orgasm, for example, you are capable of speaking out to your partner. And it is only if you are capable of saying, like, hey, I would have loved things to be this way, or I would have loved things to have, maybe turn out this way, or even just asking. Because at times you will find other partners are going to maybe pretend they got it just to please the other person. So if you can avoid the pretense maybe in the bedroom area, and then it will keep your relationship much more rich, much more passionate, and much more interesting, so that we can keep things more interesting. And if you are capable of talking things out, if you are capable of keeping um, everything fun and really arousing each other completely, then we can avoid actually having to go out of the marriage. This is how we can avoid having to cheat. Because if you are capable of having fun with your partner, if you are capable of, learning and trying out all the different things that I'm trying to share with you, then you don't see the need to try out with somebody else. Don't you agree with me? Because you are making it more pleasant, and you are excited about doing something new again with your partner by the time you go home, or you are you're looking forward to meeting your partner again, because you're trying out new things together, and you are making them the most passionate way possible. I do not know if you agree with any of the secrets that I am sharing today, so that you can just make everything like really fun and on fire, and to also just create that ambience on and off. I know in a marriage couple that, for maybe you've been together for too long and you're feeling like, well, we don't have time for all that or something of a sort. But sometimes just try your best. For example, take somebody to, keep the kids if you have the children already or not. But, creating that ambience, maybe having some um, candles around, or just preparing some music to just make the process, a romantic process, to last as much as possible. Then you make the whole process to just be fun and enjoyable. I do not know if you have tried to just make sure that, let's say, if you even have sense of candles that actually raise the aromas or something of a sort, that just make everything ready and wanting you to get all cozy and lasting longer. So all these secrets, it has just been to try and make everything as passionate as possible, to keep the fire within the two of you, to keep away boredom from and monotony from the relationship. This way, you are going to be able to just want to stay together the longest way possible, because then the more you're keeping the passion within the house, the more you want to even just learn about the person, discover their body, discover everything about them. Because if you realize you're capable of talking, not hiding away from each other or something of a sort, then you make everything more flowery, and there's a lot of curiosity that comes along with it. And the longer you keep doing this, trust me, the longer you're just going to keep the marriage lasting, and you will avoid having to maybe try out with other things, so that the conversation doesn't go to the girlfriends, for example, where you're like, hey, things went like this, I wish it was like this, I wish it was like that. Keep that conversation with your partner, so that if something is not right, you are capable of finding a solution. And let's say, for example, thank you so much, that you enjoy this. Great. I'm glad you're enjoying this, and accepting also to just listen to my part of my experience, basically. And so, as I was just saying, that if we keep the conversation in within the relationship instead of taking it to the girlfriends, then we are going to just make it even more interesting when the person concerned is the one now hearing what they could have done better or not. And let us be open minded. For example, if at all there's a problem, that you can be able to accept seeking help together. I mean, we have sexual doctors, and sometimes, unfortunately, you will find maybe one partner is probably not able to stay longer. They ejaculate maybe too quickly or something of the sort. You do have help. You can get help to understand. Probably there's just some blockages in the mind, something that just needs to be talked about, and all this can go away, and to make sure that everything is going well. And at times you're going to find that maybe it's just the lady. Probably she doesn't want to have to be. I've heard of ladies who can stay for months. Maybe they had trauma after their child or something of the sort, and they're not able to stay in courtship with a partner anymore. All these things, trust me, if you are capable of talking with your partner and not letting them stall too long, this is how we will keep the marriage together, and to avoid maybe like separating or having to go out and cheat just to try and find comfort from outside. By talking things out, by seeking help together, you are capable of making sure that your partner finds the help that they need. And this way, they can be able to make sure that they are getting back that connection that they had with you from the initial point. But if we keep stalling, we keep just saying, oh, it's going to go by, it's going to go by, the other person is going to get tired of waiting. And let's say another partner is over sexual and it's a bit too much. All these things, if you talk about them with your partner, this is how you are going to find an understanding between the two of you, and make sure that if the bedroom side is excellent, if this talk, the pillow talk as I like to call it, is excellent, to make sure that all this discussion is staying within the bedroom, it is how you are going to keep the wheel of love rolling and rolling way farther, and just make that relationship stronger together. And as I say, do not be hesitant to try and even find other equipments, that toys, that just accessories that are helpful to make you keep the fire burning inside the sexual life. And if you find there are scenarios I have found where partners are not handling the boredom together very well, and so they seek out um, extramarital partners. I'm a Christian, so I will not talk about it really much. I do not know whether I would advise it, but I say seek help of a psychiatrist. But whatever works for you, it is what is best for you. I think finding a solution together and with your partner is what will take you way farther than you keeping things for yourself and talking about it with your girlfriends or your friends, venting it out. It's not going to make the partner change. It's not going to make them um, want to, I don't know, do things differently because they're not hearing it. It's you telling your girls or something of the sort. And so another thing is trying to go with your partner also to just experience things together from the outside, like sexual therapy, that would also improve how you do things together. It would make the experience fascinating and amazing. And I can actually prove to that it is good. But if you keep thinking like, oh, we got it all together, but trust me, 7 years down the line, boredom, that monotony, when it kicks in, we really want to avoid that. And so this is how, using such things like such books, there's Kama Sutra, which has a lot of also propositions and positions to try out. And so if all years you're trying your best to, keep the books close by, once in a while you look at them, or get gifts that are initiating just the trials of different things, it is how we're going to just keep that fire burning. We don't let monotony settle in, we don't let boredom settle in, so that that wheel can keep rolling as much as possible. So I do not know if you have any questions this far, if you're still listening, if you have any question about what I just said, since I'm live today, or if any of the secrets are related in any way, if you are going to try them. Anybody? Okay, so no question. So thank you so much for listening this far. I hope you're going to check out the other 9 secrets, and that with this secret that I shared today, being the 10th and the last one, that you are going to keep your marriage life just passionate, and keep the fire burning. Don't let boredom settle in. Don't go out to experience other things when you can experience all the passion and all the games with your partner that you have chosen. And one last thing, if things are difficult, seek help. And one thing to just remember, when things get hard, remember why you appreciated that person at the beginning. Remember when you were feeling those butterflies. What was that running in your head when you're telling yourself, like, oh, I'm in love with this person. I just want to talk to this person. I just want to see this person. You were literally looking forward to the dates. You were literally looking forward to just being with them and everything. Remember why you connected with them. This will keep you wanting to keep the journey rolling, keep the journey going. And so that we can just keep the marriage intact together and fun. Do not endure no violence. If there's violence, there's no point. And then I believe even the Bible can accept that, right? As much as we're supposed to forgive and love and all, but still, no violence can be accepted. If you're in it, then it's time to say goodbye. If you're listening to all this, it's probably has there's a reason for it. So I hope you have liked the secrets. I hope you found them interesting.